Well, Putin officially has an arrest warrant. Some people are happy, some people are mad, and some people say it doesn't matter. Let's first go to the official statement video so you guys have an understanding of what's going on.
Country, the International Criminal Court has issued 2 warrants of arrest in the Ukraine situation. For Vladimir Putin, President of the Russian Federation, and for Maria Lvova-Belova, Commissioner of the Russian President for Children's Rights, for the alleged war crimes of deportation of children from Ukrainian occupied territories into the Russian Federation. It is forbidden by international law for occupying powers to transfer civilians from the territory they live in to other territories. Children enjoy special protection under the Geneva Convention. The contents of the warrants are secret in order to protect victims. The ICC attaches great importance to the protection of victims, especially children. Nevertheless, the judges of the chamber dealing with this case decided to make the existence of the warrants public in the interest of justice and to prevent the commission of future crimes.
Okay, so that was from the ICC, the International Criminals Court. Now, the most basic way for me to explain what the ICC does, they essentially enforce the standards of war crimes or breaking the rules of war. If you break the rules of war, you need to have an area where an investigation happens, thus you go to a war crimes trial. So I'm going to start off by saying this right now. It's not like all of a sudden the ICC walks into Russia and they're like, "Ha, here's my badge, you're coming with me." It's a lot more complicated than that. Let me try to break down everyone's point of view and why some people are happy and why some people are mad. Okay, first off, people are happy that this situation has been brought to light. I'm sure a lot of you were unaware that children were being sent from Ukraine to Russia. Now, there's a lot of speculation as to why Russia was taking kids from Ukraine into Russia. The consensus seems to be that it was a way for Russians to adopt Ukrainian kids, thus indoctrinate them into the Russian system. It's really complicated again, but it is happening and they have proof. One thing you need to be aware of, a lot of people just assumed all Russia, all military, Putin, everyone war crime. But no, they were very, very specific on it is Putin taking children out of Ukraine, war crime, Putin. The wording was very specific. You have to realize this. Many of you may have seen videos on Instagram or whatever, and you saw, hey, war crime, that's a war crime, what's going on? The ICC does not operate like this. They bring in investigators, they bring in whole teams to make sure they are getting the facts straight and they have enough evidence. So, if you were one of those people who's surprised that only Putin got in trouble, why not everyone else? Just understand that's how the ICC operates, and they do have an abundance of other information and evidence that they most likely will implement for other war crimes down the road. Okay, but what about the search warrant? Is a bounty hunter going into Russia and going to find Putin? Let me explain what this search warrant might imply or what it's all about. For Putin, this search warrant and this war crime accusation, it means nothing. Putin and Russia already know they've been accused of war crimes left and right. What the ICC is hoping is that forever in history, Putin will be known as the guy who committed war crimes, and we had this trial set, and that's really what it is. And there's a very small, slight chance that if Putin goes into a country that also abides by the ICC, maybe they will turn him into the ICC. A lot of this is symbolic. Now, there are some practical implications, like if all of a sudden, for whatever reason, Russia just quits and then Putin is on his own, he will get put in trial. Now, there is another side of the internet that I am going to represent, and I know a lot of YouTubers don't do this, but there are a lot of people who support Russia and support Putin. They are saying, why are you not looking into the Ukrainian war crimes? Look at what Zelensky's doing. Some of the stuff that he says is war crimes. I'm just letting you guys know, whenever you scream, hey, look, war crimes, it can become problematic. Now, when it comes to accountability for militaries and who actually gets in trouble for war crimes, throughout almost all of military history, it always comes down to the victors get away with it and the losers end up suffering. So, in one sense, I am happy. Finally, we are starting to look into the problems of the Russia-Ukraine war. In another sense, now you've put Putin in a position where it's all in, all or nothing. I mean, at this point, you have nothing to lose, which is a very scary thought for a leader who has access to a nuclear arsenal and a leader who is willing to go into Ukraine and do what they're doing right now. But I'm not about to incite fear over the entire situation. That's what's going on right now. I don't think any of us are surprised. But yeah, Putin officially has an arrest warrant to his name. Leave your opinions and comments down below. I'm really curious what some of you think. I know some of you can't stand Ukraine, some of you can't stand Russia. I'm curious what you guys all have to say. Leave your comments and opinions down below. We'll see you later.